organization that's been in the forefront and always been talking about accountability and justice. We're here today at Vihara Mahadevi Park to symbolically to remind the rulers of this country, those in government, those in power, and also the citizens of this country about the Easter attacks and about how it's been 5 years since there's been not an inch made forward towards justice for the people of this country. That it affected the lives of so many people. It affected those the victims of this of the attacks, those Christians and Catholics who were in prayer that day. We also remember tourists who were visiting Sri Lanka for the first time to experience its beauty. We also know how it destroyed property, how it destroyed, how it also destroyed not just the physical and the physical spaces, but also I think we must also remember how it changed the lives of everyone in this country, and in particular the Muslim community in this country, who had to then face the backlash. We must also remember that the Easter Sunday was no accident. It didn't happen. It was not just a small incident. It was a massively curated event that was made in particular for the purpose of gaining power. And I think that is something that we must always remember, that on the blood of those who died, those who passed away, those whose lives had forever changed because of the Easter Sunday attacks, there came a new regime into power. And as a result of that, those people in the country at the time, they were looking to safeguard themselves, to safeguard their communities, to safeguard their children, and therefore they voted in someone who has then, and since then, we know Gotabaya Rajapaksa has since then handed over the reins of the country to Ranil Wickremesinghe, who was at the time of the attack the person who was in power. Granted, he was Prime Minister at the time. He said he had absolutely no power, but we know to date that he's been in power for 2 years, and what justice has been served. We know that to the regular folk of this country who still commemorate the 21st with so much sadness, because there's no closure. Every day there are those whose lives who have changed forever because of this incident. But where do they have any justice? We know that this is very clearly because of the politics of this country, because of the friendships within the politics of this country that ensure that no one is held accountable. But the people of this country want accountability. And for that to change, as Aluthiya Path, we believe two things must happen. One is that the citizens of this country need to constantly ask for justice, for accountability, but to ask for accountability and justice from those who are currently in power. We believe that that will not really serve a purpose. 5 years in, if nothing has changed, what more is there to change? So we believe that the only way to really change is for a new governance to be in place, a governance that will accept and understand the pain and the trauma of the people, and are willing to understand, to investigate, and to put to an end, and to hold the perpetrators of the Easter Sunday attacks to hold them to account, so that there is accountability, so that there is some justice. And this is crucial. The second point being, we must remind the city, we must remind those in power that we will never ignore this incident, that this is not something that we will forget, that the people of this country will forget, because the people of this country truly remember everything that took place 5 years ago on the 21st of April, and it has forever changed their lives. And those who are ruling must remember that they will always be held accountable. So as Aluthiya Path, this is something that we have been asking for 5 years. Year after year, we have come together on this day to remember those who lost their lives, to commemorate this day, and to come together in some kind of solidarity with those in the Christian community, but also remembering the lives that changed in the Muslim community as a result of the backlash. And we understand that these are very sensitive issues, but no headway is being made because there is true injustice. There is injustice, there is corruption, there is fraud, and nothing will change unless the citizen is also able to change. And our plea to the citizen who is watching this is to never forget, to hold those in power accountable, and to be that person, to be that citizen, say, I deserve better. The people who lost their lives deserved better. The families deserve better. The church deserves better. And I think this is what we need to strive for. Thank you.
මේ හරිය ඉඳලා ගම මචං වයිට්